Time now for our Sports Millions plays of the day. This is where you go to the website, sportsmillions.com. They give you a bunch of games. You pick one, whether it's hockey, whether it's NBA, whether it's college basketball. We'll take college basketball today. Grab a player and you either go higher or lower, whether it's points, rebounds, assists, whichever they're offering you. They offer plenty of different ones you could go. So tonight, I'm going to go with the game of the day. Although, is it really the game of the day? You know, on the four-letter network it is, but for all intents and purposes, North Carolina is not ranked, so it really shouldn't be. So, but that said, let's go Dookie Pukey's North Carolina, Joe. I'm going to, I was going to go to Cooper Flag, and I figured, you know what, last game. But then I said, you know what? I don't know if he's really bought into this North Carolina Duke thing as much as some of the other guys have. Let me go North Carolina. I got a senior, which is rare, on North Carolina, R.J. Davis, their best player, right? Points for him, higher, lower than 16.5. It's the game of the year for North Carolina, right? Their NCAA hopes may rest on this. I happen to think they're in, but boy, when you look at their resume, they really have not beaten anybody of value. They really haven't. So they need this game. He's their best player. Duke drilled North Carolina a few weeks back. Monster effort out of the Tar Heels tonight. Monster effort out of Davis as well, because he had one of his worst games, scored just 12 points on the season. They're 7-1 is North Carolina since that loss to the Dookie Pukies. Kid averages over 17 points a game. We're getting 16.5. His last chance, unless they play in the ACC, postseason tournament, his last chance at Duke. He is a senior, so I'm going to go R.J. Davis higher point total for North Carolina tonight. What about you?
I think that's a great way to go with RJ Davis in that matchup. Scott, I'm going to look at the matchup here between Oklahoma and Texas. Now, we know the first matchup of the season between these two teams, Texas was able to win it 77-73. They were so strong in that first half, but allowed Oklahoma to get back in it. And Oklahoma is going to look to really hold tight in this one versus Texas because they're on the bubble right now. They need this win. I'm going to look at a player from both teams here that I'm expecting to come out nice and strong. Now, Duke Miles here of Oklahoma, I'm going to look at his rebounds. He's really strong at getting those rebounds. And in the last meeting versus Texas, he was really limited out there. He only put up 4 points. He only had one rebound. So I do think Texas kind of overlooks him in this game. He's been nicely able to hit his rebounds in his last 4 games, coming out nice and strong, hitting 4 rebounds in, the last 3 and 4 the last 6. So I can get him on Sports Millions for my pick'ems. Duke Miles higher than 3.5 rebounds for Oklahoma, and I'll go there. And then when I look at Texas, we know Texas so strong at getting those threes on the board. Trey Johnson is elite at hitting those, and we can get him higher than 2.5 made threes today. In that last meeting versus Oklahoma, he was able to put 16 points on the board, 4 rebounds. He had 0 assists. He went 2 of 5 from deep. So he had those opportunities to go higher than the 2.5. And I do think coming into this one, how strong he's been at getting those balls from deep, that we will see him be able to convert at least 3 balls from deep. He's cleared the 2.5 threes in 6 of his last 8 games, and he's coming off a huge game versus Mississippi State where he sunk 23 points, going 6 of 9 from deep. So give me Trey Johnson here of Texas, higher than 2.5 made threes. Duke Miles of Oklahoma, higher than 3.5 rebounds. Put them together, you're going to get a 3 times multiplier, Scott. And if you throw your guy in there, you're going to get a 6 times multiplier with all 3 of them.